So it's been 30, is it 38?
38 and some change, yeah. August 21st of 84 is when I came to work here.
I remember from day one thinking, this is a good man who has a good heart, and he's got a lot of experience that he's not scared to share, and it just meant a lot. And so I've been working for him for the past 13 years or so. So thank you, Jerry.
Jerry, just you care and always go above and beyond. And that's what sits with me the most.
You're leaving some pretty big shoes to fill.
Might take 3 of us to fill them, actually.
Opportunity to become part of Jane's, and then it's just been great since, and thank you.
Yes.
He's looking out for our best interests. He's always, I appreciate it. I was like, stuff we never would think of and think about. It's like he's right there asking the right questions, and he knows what he's doing. So I appreciate all that. So
Thanks to you guys.
When it comes to like inspiration, I don't know anybody that can carve 300 pumpkins in a week. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the pictures of Jerry's front yard around Halloween. I don't know, you haven't done it for several years now.
Just a few
What an
pumpkins.
amazing thing. Between that and the classic cars, I love visiting with you about classic cars.
I remember the Farmington Public Library. I remember Sam's Club. I remember when the Aquatic Center opened and how impactful those facilities were to me and my friends, and now my kids.
Jeremiah said, oh yeah, it's going to take 3 of us to fill his shoes, but I think it's going to take all of us to fill his shoes and continue with the James way.
The government purchasing process is lowest bid, right? And it's competitive, and boy, that day when they opened up the bids, I was in the room, but I was not even listening very well. I was just so nervous. My deputy director, Mary Lee Smith, when we got the lowest bid, and I had been holding my breath.
Yeah.
And she reached down into her purse. She pulled out a paper bag and she opened it and then made me breathe into it because I was about to hyperventilate when they announced that Jane's had gotten the contract. And I was so happy and relieved because I really felt that it was a well-known company. They were known for doing a good job and for following through. And after that first 24-hour period of being able to calm down a little bit, then that's that big second step in getting a library. Construction has to happen.
Right.
You know, you got the site, you've got the architects, you've got a plan. Now, we can do all the wishing and hoping that we want.
Right.
But somebody has to interpret all of that into, I don't know, 16, 18 months of construction and planning and getting parts here and getting electricians here on the right day and the carpet and the lights and the wooden slats some of the ceiling in the adult section of the library. It was just, I knew it seemed chaotic, but I knew it was, I pretty much knew it was going to be okay.
Yeah.
And we just kept hitting our construction marks, and that just gave me more and more confident, and that had a lot to do with Jerry.
Jerry, yes.
Infamous Jerry. When they met with the architects, Jerry would say, you know what, I have a little problem here, I'm a little concerned about this. And so they'd all look at the floor plans, you know, they were pointing to things, and, you know, half the time I didn't know what they were talking about. I pretended that I did, but I was just like, oh, okay. You know, Jerry would propose something, the architects would go, I think that might work. What if we did this, back and forth, and then it was done. It wasn't a change order, it wasn't us telling them, it was these two elements of this project working together to come up with the absolute best solution. And it shows. It doesn't take much to walk around this building and just know that there was a master hand at the helm all the way through it. It just turned out so beautifully.
Jerry Cockrell, he was the superintendent working with David Hawthorne, among others, with Jane's Corporation. We're here in town, and it's very meaningful that we got to be a part of this. And it's meaningful to Jerry. I was in his office the other day, and he's got this project under glass on the wall, and you can see how much it means to him. And there's that Johnny Cash song, I've Been Everywhere, as I go to all these projects, Shiprock, Pagosa Springs, Farmington, Dulce, everywhere, Durango. And he brings a wealth of experience and knowledge, and it's cool that collaborative process was established and existed. As you're talking about, it's all about solving problems, right? This isn't a turnkey building, like a metal building for storing
this is not an
pipe
easy
or anything,
building.
right? Yes, there's a lot of challenge. You can see it even to this day, and to imagine that it was built 20 years ago.
Yes.
A lot of the radius walls, all these convergences into the rotunda, and the lighting, and all of these.
Everything.
Every little piece and everything is a little challenge. Not a problem, but a challenge. And I know that's how that's why he's good at his job. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to work through it. So
Jerry treated this building as if it were his.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't, that's good enough.
Right.
It was, no, we can make this better. This will be perfect. We can do this. And I don't think I realized this until after it was built and James flew in a lot of their management team. And Jerry was giving them a tour. And again, I'm a little nosy, so I just kind of tagged along, and I listened to the comments of the people in the room while Jerry was giving the tour. And it was, Jerry, how did you do this? Oh my gosh, look at that wall. Look at that. There's not a crack. My goodness, look at that wall. It's gorgeous. Jerry, how did you do that? There are these plaster walls that are an Italian plaster. I mean, they're gorgeous. They feel like velvet. I mean, they're perfect. He always does.
Yeah.
Even when he's kind of grumpy, he still has that twinkle in his eye.
Yeah.
I consider myself very blessed, very lucky to have worked with both David and Jerry. They became very good friends. We all took a lot of pride in this project, and we share that bond. To this day, just count my lucky stars.
Yeah.
That this community was blessed to have the work product that is sitting here.